Hey guys, what's up? It's Low Beauty Demon back because there's more bullshit happening, but it's not really just happening on the internet, it just came to the internet. And that is that James Charles is being sued. Yes, word on the street is James Charles is being sister sued. That's a joke that I think was made by the viewer's voice first, and then Emily D. Baker said it, and pretty much everybody's been saying it because James Charles's little slogan of sister, it just works with everything, so being sister sued just works. I saw this on Def Noodles. He's always like, I feel like that guy literally never sleeps. And he broke that James Charles is being sued by, he listed as a former assistant, but actually this person was a former editor who then was promoted to being a producer of James Charles. Her name is Kelly Rockline. She just settled with Erica Costell, Jake Paul's ex-girlfriend, or maybe current girl. I have no idea. I don't keep track of Jake Paul because ew. But she just finished settling with Erica Costell for a wrongful termination suit, and now she's moving into James Charles. She had tweeted after she won with Erica Costell, 1-1, going 2 for 2 because I'm all about law and order. Watching the same people who screwed me over massively end up in deep scandals isn't news to me. It's karma. So with all that being said, I wanted to kind of like break down a little bit and give like my thoughts. So James Charles is being sued for wrongful termination and not paying wages to Kelly Rockland. So what the breakdown is that Kelly was hired initially as a editor. She edited Instagram videos, Instagram photos, and even was credited in editing some of his YouTube videos. Eventually, she was promoted to being a producer, and in her mind, that meant, okay, I'm being promoted. That means my position of video editor will be filled. Unfortunately, that position never was filled, so now on top of doing the duties of a producer, she still had her duties as a video editor. She did state that she brought this to James several times, saying, I'm working extremely long hours, I'm not being paid overtime for this, and I'm doing 2 jobs. We need to fill this position of editor. And he would just kind of brush it off, maybe that he would give her a raise or something like that. Then she sustained a head injury. It does not go into what this head injury was. It does say that she sustained this head injury while in the presence of James Charles. It does not say that this was caused by James Charles or anything to do with her work with him. And she does not be claiming or attempting to be claiming like workman's compensation for sustaining an injury on it or anything like that. However, because of this head injury, she was hospitalized. She did also experience a wide variety of symptoms leading to memory loss, fainting, blacking out, even things like depression and all kinds of things that can be associated with the mind. I don't know the nature of the head injury, but head injuries can be a lot of things. So because of this, she did have to stay in the hospital for a period of time, which meant she was not able to perform her duties of being both a producer and an editor, and a video didn't get edited. And at some point, I think it was probably, based on the documents, it looked like it was around September 2018, a video upload didn't happen. And he was holding her personally responsible for it. And said something to the effect of, your health is not an excuse for you not being able to do your job. So on top of, her sustaining an injury and not being able to work because she's hospitalized, he has her doing 2 jobs while only paying her for 1, and has her working excessively long hours, basically on call because, he might call her at 3 a.m. and want her to do something. And not paying her for any of this overtime, you are running into some huge problems. So my issue with this is that James Charles claims to be this super smart businessman. He's stated like, I'm just really mature. I'm really into my business and owning a business and knowing how to run a business. Well, if you know how to do all of this stuff, James, then you should have an understanding of how to manage businesses properly, how to manage people and their time, how to keep your workers happy in their positions, and have basic understanding of labor laws and OSHA practices and a separation of work-life balance. Now, the overall arcing problem in this, to me, and it's just like a glaring thing in the face, is the whole world of influencer work and marketing, because it is a completely unregulated industry. In every other aspect of the workforce, you have the Department of Labor and you have OSHA's coming in and saying, if you work this many hours, you get a break because you are entitled to that. There are specific labor laws that determine how long you can be working and all these sort of things. And in this field, they're not adhering to any of that. Now, I have heard, and I don't know if this is true, but I have heard that Hollywood is trying to pull all these major YouTube creators into their actors guilds and into their unions, which I think would be a tremendously positive thing because these unions really hold people accountable. I'm all about unions. They really focus on making sure that the workers are heard. And it seems like in terms of how influencers overall, the people that work underneath them, these teams, maybe their needs aren't being met. And they're being overworked and underpaid and supporting the influencer, which honestly, in my thought, like, James Charles, you can't just edit a video once for 1 week. Like, you used to edit your own videos all the time when it was just you at home. You know how to edit a video. It's not the end of the world. Or you can skip one video edit a week. You're worth $22 million. You hadn't even gone through Dramageddon in 2018. You were widely popular. And for him to say that her health was not an excuse for her not doing her work, no, that is an excuse. And it's not even an excuse. It is a legitimate reason why she cannot fulfill her duty. She has a head injury and is in the hospital. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. So I am very curious to see where this court case is headed. It is scheduled to actually have an appearance court date, I think, in January of 2022. So we got like 7 months before we get to that point. Well, maybe like 8 months before we get to that point. It's not really May yet. But that's just an interesting little update to this whole James Charles saga. A lot of the controversy and everything he's been going through has kind of died down in terms of all the allegations coming out against him. So then to have a lawsuit popping up was just kind of an interesting little like sprinkle on top sort of situation. All right, you guys, that is it for today's video. Please, if you like this, don't forget to like and subscribe. And I do have a new true crime video coming out soon if that's what you're here for. I know I've said it in the last 4 videos, but I actually filmed it today. That's what this look is from. So I hope you like it. I will see you guys later. Don't forget, when I hit 500 subscribers, we are going to be doing a giveaway. Hopefully we'll reach 500 subscribers soon and I can give somebody something special. All right, you guys, I will see you later. Bye.